in my opinion, I'm not mad Jules left. Man, it is so much of this show that's amazing, dog. What if Ollie is really just a figment of her imagination? He's not really there. Oh my God. Hold on. We got something to talk about today. Listen. Episode 1. When I say part 1, Rues, ridiculous, bruh. Fucking ridiculous. It was crazy. They had me in line. Listen. Oh man. Oh yeah, my bad. My face looked purple and like super dry. I had chemotherapy. I went through a transplant, a huge transplant. The boy got sickle cell. I don't know if y'all know that or know what that is. Majority of y'all don't. It's a black dominant thing. People don't really care about it. A lot of people don't even know about it. It's mistly treated and people die. But I went through this cure phase for it. And if y'all want to check it out, my last few videos, you can. But I'll just let y'all know before y'all judge my face, the dryness, the bumps. Speaking of that, do y'all know any remedies for like dry skin or whatever? Because let me know. I need that badly because my skin is dry. I steam, I do all that, and my face still dry. I don't know if it just like that to the chemo go away or what, but let me know. But yeah, off of this, back to this. Listen, Euphoria, Rues episode 1, Trouble Don't Last Always. Oh my God, it's amazing. Named after Marsha's grandmother, when she used to teach her when she was young. It's true. It's like hope. It's like faith. But I kind of hate those words to a certain extent because as I was young, everybody who preached those words to me have died. And ever since then, I kind of got scared to those, like, to be clung on to those words and to believe in that. I don't know why. Literally everybody that was so heavily on those words or preached God have died. Like the ones that were strictly on that have died. And it was scary to me. I was like, so that made me think in my head, okay, so if I start doing this, I wonder what I last long. And then there's also the saying that the good things will always happen to the good people, and then it's the good guys finish last. Then it's the, all these things about the bad guy being the cooler person or like getting the better out of the situation. I don't know. So I wasn't a bad person, but I just never was strictly on that faith, all that other stuff. But she was preaching some real stuff. Marsha, she was. It's just the fact that I can't get 100% onto it because of my own personal experience with this life thing. But I was completely farsighted. I dip and dabbled into probably almost every religion just to see what's up, what it's like, what can I learn, which way fits, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to test the waters out. And then I dated a Jehovah for years. And that's when I kind of got deeply into all of that. I started taking it way more serious, not by force, but it was my own thing. I literally had a phase where I was questioning everything. And like, how Rues was like, whoa, so my dad didn't? So God gave up on my dad? God this and that? God was done having faith in, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I was feeling it. I literally had that phase of just question marks. I love to draw. I love to draw with the past tense. And I used to draw chapters of my life, what I'm going through. I still do, but I feel like this chapter's been super long. I haven't been needing to draw anymore. So it just, when I drew that, I was literally going through that more. I didn't know. I didn't disbelieve it or it was like this fake and I talked down on people that was into it. It was the fact that I wanted to know and I wanted to get into it, but my head wasn't letting me believe it. Everything just sounded like it would just make believe to me. Everything sounded so like, I don't know, man. It wasn't right. It wasn't real. Like, I just couldn't get into it. And no matter how hard what happened? Fuck. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't. You feel me? I guess over time, I just thought, hey, it's just probably not me. You feel me? Everything for everybody, and that's probably not me. Like they say anyways, religion's probably like one of the biggest things that separates people, so it's probably not fit for me personally as a person. But yeah, man, Cobra and Zendaya in this episode, it was amazing. The beginning where Jules was a part of it, everything was all lovey-dovey. It was all calm and cool. Everything went smooth. Jules leave. Zendaya.
What?
I keep getting the actor mixed with the character. I'm sorry. Rue, you know what I'm saying, do her thing. And I don't know if she comes to reality or a fantasy. Cause think about it. It was all normal house, blah blah blah. She do her little active duty, you feel me? And then it's like scenery changes. It corresponds. It gradually leans towards the mirror, and she's in this restroom to the cafe or the restaurant or whatever you want to call it. I call things cafe when there's coffee 24/7, and I think I only had coffee, or I assume so. But yeah, it just changes. So I don't know if her doing that was her going into a fantasy of like, what if Ali is really just a figment of her imagination? He's not really there. He's just a person that her conscious that have all the answers when she's thinking to herself. You feel me? Cause I don't know. Now I think about it, nobody really, like, realistically, think about it. Realistically, nobody has else interacted with Ali. What if that whole entire cafe was just imagination? What if when she was talking to Ali outside of her imagination? Because I think she was high at the time as well. I think every time we saw Ali, she was high, right? That's what I was thinking. But also I was just like, okay, what if the Jules thing was fake? And she does it. And that brought her back to reality in that bathroom. You feel me? It's like, I don't know. That kind of, cause she was like, well, Jules gave me a false promise. She was leading me on to thinking this and this, that she'll go to college and we'll be living together in her dorm or her, wherever she, you know what I'm saying, her bed, waking up every day, living a happy life forever after type thing. So what if that was her happily ever after? When she's always sober, she's thinking about Jules and this, hoping for this. And she also like got that mindset like anything can happen. Like Ali said, drugs change a person. Even when you're not, you know what I'm saying, even when you're not off of it, off the substance, it's still in you. You want it. You're thinking of it. What if Jules is her addiction as well? You feel me? Like, she was using her to stay off of it. So what if she was an addiction of that? When she's sober, her thoughts just gradually gravitate towards Jules. So when she's in reality, but she's high at the same time. But she's back. It kind of strains her mindset to a certain extent. Like either way, sober or not, she's still addicted. I feel like she gotta forgive everything within herself and let go of Jules. Cause I feel like Jules just only because she wasn't true to herself and her not being like self-loving and didn't have a lot of self-care. That's why she clung on to Jules so heavily. In my opinion, I'm not mad Jules left. If I'm being real with y'all, cause listen, imagine you with somebody and their whole life is just in your hands. Imagine how scary that is. One mess up, one argument, they think you cheated, one going out and them thinking, oh, this and that and that, oh my God, the worst thing possible. Like, imagine. Like, and they just automatically done drugs. You come back, hey, I'm done with my meeting with my coworker, or hey, I'm back doing something with my family, or something, whatever Joe was doing. I'm just saying, like, just throwing out stuff. And then you come back and she just did drugs because without you, she's doing drugs. Like, that's scary. One mess up, like, you know how guys nowadays, when the girls ain't trying to talk to them, like, I'll end myself, this and this, I can't live without you, yada yada yada, doing all that stuff like that. That's basically trapping yourself for that to happen later on in the future. That's literally that. That's toxic. You can't do that. That's both. I know both are toxic, saying you'll do it if she leaves, which is trapping her, but you also putting yourself in that situation. And this thing is also a horrible mindset for you as well. So I'm thinking like, okay, Jules isn't necessarily wrong. But you know, Rue, you know, nowadays the modern teen, whatever, they're gonna think that. They're not thinking, I feel like they don't think on their own behalf, like their POV of the other person looking down on them. Not down, but looking at them like, this is wrong for her. Jules, I'm stupid. But I feel like Jules is like, oh, I gotta leave for her sake. She needs to get better without me. She needs to know how to do this and be strong and love herself and just be happy without me. Why be with her if that's the only time she's happy? It's not right. That's like, you know how easily Jules can manipulate and deceive her based off how much she got her wrapped on her finger because she don't love herself? You know how crazy? You know how, what? What? You know how simple and easy she can just do something, make her do something? And, come on now. So, in my head, I'm kind of glad Jules left. But I also hope she come back. She can't be gone forever. She's a big part of this whole entire thing. So like, I feel like when she's gone, she's only gone for like, you know what I'm saying, a few eps, half a season, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Come back. I don't know. I just want, she needs to be inside this show somehow, somewhere, because she has, like, obviously she has a big part. Obviously she's gonna be involved somehow, some way. Of course she's gonna be gone forever, but it just, come on man. Like, as a person that don't know, that just watching and just thinking she's gone, she needs to come back. Come on now. But yeah, I see this conversation that just two people, it's like a generational gap. You got Rues, you got Ali, aka fucking Martin. Martin, my nigga, I agree with Zendaya. Bro, I keep saying her name. It's fucking Rues. I agree with Rues. He is not a Martin. He don't look like a Martin. He don't, no. He's not Martin. He is Ali. That's it. That's his new name. That's his birth certificate name. Ali. You feel me? Cobra. I don't know. Speaking of his name, speaking of that character as a whole, Ali, when I first seen him, I just thought he was like a person that went through it all, got all the answers, went through the spiritual path, this mysterious man that probably got a little bit of malice behind him, some intentions that aren't for the better of Rues' sake. That was my POV of him. Like, you really don't know much about him, and I feel like that's what they tried to give off. They didn't want you to get too much on him. They didn't want you to get, you know what I'm saying, he's not supposed to be like an easy readable character, and they did that well, because I didn't know. I thought his intention was gonna be horrible. So for the fact that he is just this guy that made horrible mistakes that won't ever clear up. Listen, when I tell you I've been on both sides of the table, I have. Like with Ali's situation, I wasn't in Ali's shoes, but I was in the other shoes of the person on the phone. As soon as he picked up the phone, was like, look, I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but I knew what type of talk it was. I know I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not trying to, like, he kept having to defend himself because his past actions, like, it said a lot about him right there, you feel me? Things you do, people will, you know, label you as that, and will think you're just that person still. So I know he just kept having to defend himself and, like, justify, like, no, listen, look, you can't obviously be like, I'm a changed man, this the cliche thing, but, like, you gotta, like, let it be known that that's not your mindset. You're not on that. You're just, I want to genuinely talk to you. I want to see what's up. But it was still awkward. You could tell. Just look at his face. He's hurt. He done something wrong. Like, the face, like, you can't even, like, I feel like everybody as a kid seen this on the kid face, or knew a kid that was like that, or was that kid that will smile, but it's like a cringy smile. Like, you're kind of hurt, you're kind of sad, but you're just smiling through it because you don't want to seem too embarrassed, or you don't want to seem too hurt, or you don't want to seem like the people around you looking at you like, oh, why is he like that on the phone? You feel me? So it's like, I knew that smile because I seen it on faces, and I knew it, I felt it. So in that position, I was thinking like, dang, was this how that person felt on the phone when he was calling me? You feel me? Like, I was on Imani's side. I was in the shoes of Imani before. So I'm just like, damn, was this like that? Was this that same situation? Was he having that same hurtful smile? Like, it was just, man, it was crazy. And then on Zendaya's side, I've been on the shoes of episode 1 with the glass, but besides that, I was basically in the mom's shoes instead of her shoes. Like, just reverse the characters. Not exactly with glass, but just in terms of like physicality, violence, and all that. I've been in there. I have. And I handled it how Rue handled all her situations so far and got to where she was. Not just that dramatic extent of how she did it with that exact thing, but I coped and dealt with it certain ways. It's just crazy. This big gap of generational like thinking and mindset, man, it plays a big toll. Cause the relationship thing, I'm on Ali's side with that. Like he was like, y'all got together that day? Y'all talk about it? No? Like, I'm like, literally, I literally do that when people be like, oh yeah, we're in love and it's only 2 weeks, and I'm like, wait, when did they get together? When did how long have y'all known each other? Really? Huh, interesting. In his head, he's probably like, I don't care about how long or why this and that, because why blame her? You have the power to do it. You have the power to stop. You obviously see right now that obviously you have, not right now exactly because she's high as shit off her ass. She obviously was lying. He even called her on her bullshit like, hey, I know you're lying. You can't even keep your story straight to even tell the truth. You feel me? So it's like, hey, you had the power to stay like clean. You just put the pills up, which you already lost that. She already set herself up for an escape plan already. So she already lost before a sequence even took place. Before the mission even launched, she was losing. But it's like everything that happened is on you. You went back to those drugs because you chose to. Not because she left. You didn't choose to go to those drugs before because you didn't want to. Yes, because in her head, oh, Jules and that. It's because she told herself she can do it for Jules. If she can just keep on telling herself, hey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But she can keep doing it the same way how she wasn't doing it when she wasn't with Rues. So in Ali's head, when she's saying all this, like, yeah, she did this to me. You don't know what she's done to me, Ali. He was like, yeah, that's true. I don't. But I know that I don't. And his head probably got a dot. But like, what does it matter? Like, yeah, it's true. Like, what does it matter? You feel me? Like, why does it have to take place of why you did that? Why does that have to relate to your future actions? You, like, I don't know. Relationships with me, man, people like, love don't have a time. You can fall in love at any given, yeah, true. It don't have time, but it has common sense. It has a purpose. So if you can't even tell me her favorite color, why is you together? Like, what is stupid? I know people that literally would just be like, oh yeah, she looks cute, I want to be with her. Or, hey, his D is bomb, I want to be with her. Why? We talked about this. We said I love you. Nigga, so nigga? What? Okay, you know how many people just say it nowadays? You know how people say it to associates because of the moment or what they benefit for them in life? Like you said, I said to my barber, he get me fresh. We have the best conversations. Like, people just say that. I love you, my nigga. Like, bro, you don't know how much you just helped me out with my homework. I fucking love you, my G. Like, you feel me? Like, people just say it. People literally just say it. It's like another term nowadays. So especially between two girls, like, it happens. It just is said. Things just get thrown out there out of the moment. They kill. I say they killing. They chilling together, thugging, living. They went through, like, I guess a good amount of things, but it ain't like, why are you taking her so serious? Why is she praising her on this high pedestal? Like, I feel you, Ali, on this completely. It's just like, come on now, come on. You setting yourself up for failure. I completely understand this man, Ali, in this situation. 1000%. Yeah, Miss Marsha said, like, listen, I wanted to get sober and I wanted a relationship. But I only did one, because why? You can't do both. When you have lack of self-love and like self-respect and lack of like control, you need to work on this one thing first. Because if you get into a relationship, why are you trying to fix this? All those will take a toll on the relationship and make that toxic. You feel me? So it's like, just focus on you. The faster you fix yourself, if you want a relationship so badly, fix yourself quickly. Don't rush it, because things take time. Get that over with, focus on that, and then get one. Simple as that. But if you try to balance both, it's gonna be a horrible experience, and you just fucking shit up. Just fucking shit up completely. And with Rue, you know, trying to Rue, you know what I'm saying, not trying to see this world tear each other apart, nobody trying to fix it, trying to heal it. I feel like that's a lot of understanding, and a lot of people nowadays feel that more than before. But it's the fact that now, you really can't escape it. Like, let's say back in the day, something happened at work, or something happened at school, or something happened in general. Now, it don't just stay there, because then you can do it, get it out, blah, blah, boom, knock it out the way. You come home, there's no connection tied between you and work, or you and school, or you and all this and that other stuff. Now you got your phone, you got your MacBook, computer, social media, and it just, you can't escape it. Because obviously people gonna have that addiction to get on their phone, swipe and swipe and swipe. Possibly got a coworker on here, see it, or they got somebody on somewhere, you feel me? You don't escape it. So that mindset just stays with you. Then you see other things, you see people living a lifestyle that you don't live. Like, it's crazy. Like, it just things pile. And then she already got the shit under the stick with her situation. It's just crazy, man. It's just real crazy. Like, and like I said, I still don't know if Ali's even a real person or not. So I get it how I just said, I don't know if he had an interaction with anybody, and I doubt he did, but he talked to Miss Marsha. But I don't even know if that cafe was real, because she was in the home bathroom. She could have just been on her bed where Jules was at, chilling, thinking, or her own bed, chilling, thinking. And in reality, all this is just in her imagination. Miss Marsha, Ali, them sitting down, all that. You really don't know. But yeah, I like the growth for how they did of Ali. I like the character development. Cobro, he played him well. I don't know if it's his voice. I don't know what it is about Cobro, but I don't know. He just give off like an energy. It gotta be his voice. He got this like lower tone, I'm gonna say raspy or shaky, but it's like, he got a villain voice. He has a villain voice. We all can agree that if he was to just tone down his voice and talk to you and give you like a certain look, you will probably be scared if you like a certain age of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has that to him. So in the beginning, when I first saw him, like I told y'all, I thought he was up to no good. But in reality, he's actually a good dude. Like he said, hey, I just try to be a good enough person to become a good person. Like Zendaya, bro, why do I keep putting her?
That nigga's tripping.
Like when Rues said, hey, I think you're still a good person. And he's like, hey, not everybody will agree with you. Cause it's true, like, you can't change the past. You can't change your past. You do what you do. But change the future. And that's exactly why Zendaya's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want this. A lot of people ain't trying to change. A lot of people like this. She's not, I wouldn't say she's even trying to change. Like she said, it already happened. I'm already a piece of shit. And now she's just like, doesn't matter, you feel me? She's just, hey, you really think like that? You see how the world is like this now? Because people think like that. They do things and they think it's done. But you can always change something you done. You can't change that moment, but you can change the future and prevent it happening again and make things better that way. People need a mindset of like, I got this, I can do this, I believe in myself, I can achieve and be a better person in life. Which is agreeable. Like, I don't know, he just, everything she's throwing at him, he got the answers for it. It could just be wisdom, but it could just be the fact that it's just a figment of his imagination, that he got all the right answers for her, and you just don't know. But it's true, it's facts. I'm just like him when it comes to constructive criticism and being a harsh person to get through to somebody. I am that person, because some people are stubborn. Like Rues, she was a stubborn person. She blamed a lot of things on other people that it was just really her fault. Like when Fez was done giving her drugs, she was mad at him for it. But look at why he's not. Like, look at why. And then she was banging on the door like, you did this to me. Like, you know, putting the blame on him. When in reality, he been saying no. If you can go back to the party scene, she just kept asking and kept asking. He just like, whatever. They came to realization, I gotta stop because I really care about this person. And that's what he did. But it's like, it is so many things she put on upon other people that was really her. I'm really in between in the split. I can see both sides of each table, of each person point of view, of each. Like I really can. And just I like how this is just so relatable. I like how this show just grabs it. Like, man, it's just so much of this show that's amazing, dog. Like I said back when season 1 ended, it's a award-winning show, and it did. When Dad got her Grammy. The show got a Grammy itself too, right? Or no? It should if it shouldn't. That episode alone was just wild. Wild. Like I didn't even know it was all about the therapy. I didn't. When I first tuned into it, I was like, all right, bet. I didn't know that it was like a sit down talking therapy thing until Ali came back from outside talking to Imani. That I'm like, hold on, because beforehand I'm just chilling like, toned down. He sit back down. I'm like, wait, hold on, whoa. I'm over here touching the pad. See what's the vibe. And I'm like, wait, we're 2/5 in this whole entire episode, and they're going back to the table. They're going back to the table. So you telling me this whole thing is at this cafe? I wasn't mad. It was fire that I didn't know that this conversation kept it so interesting. It kept my attention that I didn't even realize it until he sat back down. That was crazy. That was real crazy. But that's amazing though. A lot of shows can't do that. A lot of things, come on now. It's interesting. It got the viewers' attention. It's relatable. It got so many things involved that in real life experiences, so many people can relate to or been on each end of or know somebody that went through it. It just, like, I don't care. You can be Carlton in a sweater from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's something in this show he probably related to or been through or seen somebody that he knew that went through this. And it's like, it's wild. It's really crazy. It's, man. Round of applause on this episode. And it's probably still more I can speak on that I'm probably not even thinking of right now. And that's the crazy part. But I really feel like it is. But it is so much I can just throw out there. It's just crazy. And then when I first watched this episode, to be honest with you, I was in a cool, goofy-ish mood. But it pulled me out of that mood into like a thinking, damn type mood. But I couldn't stay in that longer. I was still in my goofy mood at the end of the day. So when I finished it, I went back to being goofy, silly. But when I laid down, I didn't watch it. I got HBO Max. I watched it super early. But after the episode, I wasn't sweating it too bad. I watched it like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Probably like I laid down like at 3, 4. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Laid in bed. That's when that started hitting me like a motherfucker. You're like, bro, hold on. Wait a minute. Thoughts racing, thinking about Rue contemplating. I'm thinking about why she's contemplating. Then I'm starting to think about what he said to her about the world not wanting to change who they are. That's why she's like that. And then she's one of those people that don't want to change either. Like, she's also the person that's like, hey, I already done it, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm already a piece of shit. Like, she's one of those people as well. She didn't want to be here because the world's a bad place and people aren't making it. Like, she's one of them. And then I already know she's not gonna do it because of what Ali said. What do you want your sister and mother to, like, to remember you by? Like, how do you want them to remember you? I already know she's not gonna do it because I've been in that exact same situation. I got my nieces Every time something bad goes wrong, people always be like, think about your nieces, think about your nieces. Because they know that's what I care about most in the world. Literally. Like, she's not. I got full doubt, I got full belief in her that she's not. Because listen, I'm in the same, like, I'm not gonna say because I'm not, she's not, but like, it's also kind of like she's the main character, duh. But it's like, I know she's not, because like, the way he said that alone, come on now. How hard she was thinking in the car when it was ending, zooming in her, she was thinking hard. I know them thoughts. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for season 2. I just don't know. Only thing I can say I 100% don't know is if Ali's a real person. Cause like, I don't know what to believe. Like, will this even matter in season 2? I know it's not a part of season 2, but like, in between season 1 and season 2, is this talk gonna matter and mature her a little bit, or change her actions a little bit? Like, is she still gonna think those thoughts and not think about the advice he gave her? Like, so how do you want your sister and mom to remember you? Like, you want them to just think of you as a druggy asshole that every time you were sober you got, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Is that gonna matter? Is any of this talk gonna matter? Would this be in her head in season 2 to mature her just slightly, ever so slightly, or just be giving y'all some more content? We love all the support, so here, it's not gonna matter in season 2 at all, nothing at all. So remember that. Is that like that, or is this more of a filler, like an overtime filler, like not a part of season 2, to the fact that it messes with the numbers and all that over there? It's its own thing, its own chapter, its own fucking shit. But it still ties into it. Like, that was like, you don't see it during the seasons, but it happened. It had its own timeline in order that she still have those advice that, you know what I'm saying? That sequence still recollects in her head. It's still gonna matter in the future when she make this decision, or like I need to know those. Oh, fuck, man. Fuck. I can't wait. January 25th, right? That's when it comes out. No. January 25th is Jules' episode. I don't think season 2 Euphoria don't start until like the summertime, right? Because that's when the last Euphoria was. I'm happy. I'm glad I stumbled upon this show. I don't even know how I found out about it, to be honest. I know when I seen it, I didn't even hesitate. I have a hunch. I don't watch many shows, but when I do, trust me, them shows be hits. I be having that gut feeling, and I just choose shows, and I don't watch shows like that. I don't watch TV like that. So when I choose something, I know it's fire. I'm telling you, I don't watch TV. I'm telling you, I probably watch 3-4 things right now, and the only one that's active right now posting on live television is Euphoria, and that's only because they give us extra episodes. So it's like, bruh, come on now. I know Zendaya's my top actress, not even just actress, but actor as a whole, a person that is in the film industry that is on camera. She's my all-time favorite. Like, not just actor, actresses. Put them together, people as a whole that acts on camera, she's my top 3 favorite of all time, for sure. Not separating the genders, no, as a whole, in my opinion. She's dope, man. Her character is only as good as his actor. So shout out to Cobra. Shout out to Zendaya. They was fire. I like this episode. I can't wait to Jules' episode. Oh, it's so amazing, man. But if there's any other thing I want to put and add on, and if there's something you gotta say in the comments, let's discuss it. Let's discuss the show in the comments. You feel me? What's your favorite episode? Season 2? No, I ain't even gonna think about season 2 right now. But yeah. Do y'all think Ali's a real person? Do y'all think he's just a figment of imagination? He's real? Let me know. Comment down below. Or what about that sequence in the bathroom when she just, you know what I'm saying, she did her thug thizzle and everything transition? What do y'all think about that? Because I know the writers know that it's smart. So that has a meaning of something. That ain't just there to be there. That's there for a reason. Come on now. Come on. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We're not that lost in the dark now. We've been watching Flight enough to know. So let me know. Talk about whatever you want. Let me get up out of here. Spread some love before I go. Stay safe during this pandemic, man. Listen, I heard they shutting down the country. Possibly. I'm not saying they are, but I just heard they are. So hope y'all are safe. Do not go outside because they will be strict if it's true. Wear y'all mask. And just live. You feel me? Live. There's so much going on. So many people die with their family members just not even be able to be next to them because they, you know what I'm saying? They got caught. So don't be one of those people. Rewatch season 1 until it's over. Rewatch this episode. Go watch, you know what I'm saying? Just chill. Just chill. Also, if there's any time point given that you feel like you in, you know what I'm saying, Rues position where you wanna just, it's like you going through, you feel like nobody's there for you, nobody got belief in you, nobody got faith in you, I'm here as well because everybody needs somebody. Even me, listen, y'all help me out. When I ain't got it, this is what I do. My mind's not focused on none of that. I'm just focused here on y'all. So I appreciate y'all for watching because it's just like, y'all are my Ali, if that makes sense. Cause like, we can just talk about anything and everything. And it's just people that comment or people that DM me and we just talk and just have fun. Y'all don't even gotta tell me y'all can, we can just laugh. So yeah, man, if you haven't already, make sure to like button, also subscribe. And if you haven't as well, make sure you smile today, every day. Peace.